And instead of it being, mimicking Hitler, okay, we have a slick, NBA star president, that kind of thing, you know. It's just it's done. It's done. All this evil is done with a smile, and again, reverse of what the intention is. Hey, we're gonna free the Libyans. We're gonna free the hell out of you with love bombs. We're gonna put a puppet government in there for you. We're gonna get Al Qaeda to run things forever. Yeah. Anyhow, now Dyncorp, on record, got caught in 2002 with the Bosnian children. Now Dyncorp is basically it's an air service. They basically traffic people for the governments. They move people, like when they have prisoners and shit like that. A lot of other things. You can Google what they do, but mostly it involves air travel and jets and things like that. And they transport things, mostly human cargo. In 2002, in Bosnia, middle-aged men were having sex with 12 to 15-year-olds caught doing this by a whistleblower for Dyncorp who didn't know this was going on. Now this all ties into Ted Gunderson's great YouTube videos, and you really should check this out, CIA sex trafficking of children. Now, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to go over here with this. First of all, this guy, his name was Ben Johnston. He was a big Texan. And he worked for Dyncorp, which is a U.S. Contracting company doing business in Bosnia. And he was just freaked out. He caught these people doing this, having sex, taking these kids and moving them and selling them and having sex and doing all this other stuff, and blew the whistle on the company. Now, according to the RICO laws filed in Texas, in the latter part of 1999, Johnston learned that employees and supervisors from Dyncorp were engaging in perverse, illegal, and inhumane behavior, and were purchasing illegal weapons, women, forged passports, and participating in other immoral acts. Johnston witnessed co-workers and supervisors literally buying and selling women for their own personal enjoyment, and employees would brag about the various ages and talents of the individual slaves they had purchased. This is on record. It gets even worse. I mean, this is just nothing. I mean, this is just daily occurrence. Rather than acknowledge and reward Johnston's efforts to get this behavior stopped, Dyncorp fired him. That's what they do! Don't you see? Forcing part of its business in out of Bosnia. But Dyncorp was nervous. For instance, an internal email from employee Darren Mills of Dyncorp apparently was sent to Bosnia to look into reported problems, and met with Colonel Braun, a base supervisor. And he was very concerned because it appeared that Dyncorp had a problem. And what he wanted to know about most and talk about most is how to fix the maintenance problems here, and how the investigation is going to impact the ability to fix his airplanes. So he fixes these airplanes, quote unquote. That's how he put it. The first thing he told me was they're tired of having smoke blown up their ass and they don't want any empty promises. So this went on record. They fired him. He bitterly opposed this and went to the government, and the government did nothing. Well, what do you expect? Kevin Glanchin, Johnson's attorney, says flatly, it's Dyncorp's effort to undermine Ben's credibility. But I think kidnapped from their homes, kidnapped from their homes, who's the bad guy? Is a guy who buys a girl to give her freedom the one who kidnaps her and sells her, or the one who liberates her and ends up having sex with her, quote unquote. Yeah, that's the whole thing. You know, it was a big lawsuit. I mean, you really all should review that information. It's a lot of text. I don't want to go through it. It's just too much. But this is what the loving UN does.
Your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
In the Persian Gulf, suicide bombers strike the USS Cole, docked in Yemen's port of Aden.
It's hard for me to explain why that was the case. Just take my word for it.